All right, welcome back. Well, we have another bucket of Canadian nickels. Most of these are going to be 20s and 30s, some 40s, 50s, but we're going to go over them all, sort them by the, not by the year, but by the decade anyway for now, and I'll sort them better a little bit later. And we hope for... I don't know what all is in here. Of course, I do not expect a 25 or even maybe a 26. First coin, 1928. And then we got a 30. So we'll go 20s there, 30s there. We got a 1940. Okay. Okay, 20s over there, 30s there, 40s there. Might need a spot for 50s. I do not know. There's a 27. Ah, wait, 20s over there. 1936. I'm going to get that wrong, aren't I? 29. I'll have to look for some variants. Apparently there's some variants. One of the rusted 45s. I put that in my 45 bin of rusteds. I don't put the non-rusted ones in with the rusted. 38. Another 27. Another 27. Maybe I will stack them. I'll start back here and work as stacks going forward. It's going to be a fairly long video, so 1928. Wait, 20s. A little rough 29. 1930. Oh, got another 40. Oh, a 40. 1967 hair. There's a 39. We got a 47. 38. Nice. Well, we need the 37, I think. 28. Another 1940. 1933. Another hair. Probably be a few of them in there. Hey, how did that one get in there? 2012. 1931. 1938. 1932. 1931. Would be nice to hit at least 126. Not the variant, of course. That was a 35. 27. Another 29. Have to go over them. There's a variant, I guess. 33. 36. Probably going to be mostly 30s. There's a 27. That 27, a real strong front on it. Weak back, or I consider where the 5 is the front, but that's okay. 1930. That's what I always look at. 1934. 1934. 1929. I may have to split this into a couple of videos. We'll see. What is that? 1923. Don't get too many of them. 1929. Oh, 1923. Maybe there is. Another bunny. Huh. Another newer one. Okay, 1938. Another 38. 1929. If I see something that's like really good shape, I'll show the back. Most of them are kind of like this. You can kind of see the band, but no, that one there, I guess you can see some of the jewels. It's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Most of the time you can kind of see the band, but usually can't see the jewels. But that's a 1930, 1955. Finally something in the up there. Another bunny. Won't need to show that. 1941. 1932. 1928. 1930. You got a lot in here, so I may have to split it into two parts. That's a 1932. 1928. We'll see. 1931. 1930. 1936. Move that up and we'll start a new pile. 1923. 1934. Now I used to put these into 2x2s, but I'm just getting too many. 1932. So I've started now just putting the really nice ones, 55, into 2x2s and putting these into rolls. Another 55, and just making rolls of them. Or putting them into tubes, and once I get a full roll, then, or tube, I'll use tubes. 36. 29 with a little gookie on there. Looks like it's on there. $19.33. 1930. Come on, let's get a really good. Come on, 26. There's a 28. Or some really nice shaped ones would be nice. There's a 36. Oof. That one's filthy. 1936. Yeah, I'm not even halfway, so. 1941. 1931. So far, they've all been about the similar condition. 1940. Probably mostly like VG, G, maybe some fines. Might be 1 or 2 VFs. 1941. 1940. That's with the back. 1936. A lot of repeats in this. 1935. Oh, another rusted 45. Look at that, eh? I'm just going to keep that out separate. 1941. Where that other 45 is, right there. I'll put it over. I've got a tube that's just for 45 rusted ones. This one here isn't too bad. 1944. 1931. The rusted ones are usually that, what is it, 23, 24, 25? Or 40, sorry, 40, what, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, wait, here it is. Oh, no, sorry, usually they're 53, 54, and 45. Yeah, that's the ones I've got listed out. Got tubes for. So 32. 1928. Like, right here. Those are my rusted ones. I just started those. Just started those rolls today. That was from my last bucket of nickels that I got. I think it's the same bucket. They came in a bag. This one did. The first batch came in the bucket. But the second batch came in a bag, and I still had this bucket handy, so I just kind of dumped the bag into the bucket. And 1934. And then here we are with the bucket. Do see another, maybe another bunny one in there. 35. Should be a lot of 35, 36s, but that's going to be normal. 36. Another 29, so I'll have to look at that one too. Again. Another 29. I'll try to get it in the center there. And 1939. Oh, over here. 1931. There we go. 1928. Let's check the back of this one. See what I mean there? You can, that one there, kind of hard to see the band, but it's kind of not quite all the way there. 28. 1938. Uh-oh, I think I have a sneeze a-brewing. 1934. Get the dust from these nickels. 1929. I'll start up a new row on there. 1936. Another 1936. All right, get the wobbles at the camera there. 1930. Oh, I don't want to knock it over. We got a 1928. And these ones seem to be an awful lot of these, 20s, 30s. 1930. It's okay. 1928. I do want to try and make whole rolls of these. 1928, except for, of course, probably the 26s and 25s. 1928. One more. 1928. Can I go for 4 in a row? Nope. 1922. Finally an earlier year. I haven't been getting too many of the earlier years. They've been mostly around this. 34. Ooh. That one's got a ding. 1931 with a ding. Ah! On the floor. It's the 1929. See if I can find that one. Ooh, don't get old, guys. $19.22. I like those 22s because I don't think I get a lot. But 23s would be nice. 24s. There's a 1930. Don't know if I've got many. Oh, there's another bunny. That's a 67, if you're unaware. There's a 1930. I'm sure most of you know that. Oh. 1932. Oh, wobble. Sorry. It just shakes my camera mount system thing here when I reach in like that. What is that? 1929. To check that for the variant. Another 29. 28. 1933. 1935. 1932. 1929. A lot of nickels, but I do like my nickels. That's 2 batches. I haven't had, these were the 2 biggest batches I've ever gotten, were the batch I picked up that I did a video ago here, a video or 2 ago. 1935. And then this batch is just weird that I got them both back to back like that. 1935. Some guy came in. I was actually in there in the at the coin shop when the guy came in. And of course, they knew that the guy at the store knew that that's my thing. So 1929. So he grabbed them, and then of course he makes a little bit of profit, and then I take them from him. 1932. You got an overhead at the store, they got to make money. 1932. But I don't get too bad of a deal. Probably most of them I'm probably paying almost book if they were all like G or VG. But they're not all that. So they're a little higher, then I gain a little bit. But I basically pay 1935 about 40-50 cents each, which is, some people would think that's a lot. Some of these, though, you only need a few decent ones, and that helps you out a bit. He doesn't really go over all the grades, like this one right here. I can see the jewels in there. I can see the jewels. Decent detail. No big scratches or marks. See, that's got to be a little bit better of a grade, which would really dramatically increase the price. That's a 1930. Just for example, hold there for a minute, and I'll take a quick peek. Where is my book? Under here. Okay. Just gonna pull my book out. In the 19, oh, went right to it. The 19, what was it, 30? In a VG8, it's 50 cents. In a fine 12, 150. And then if it's a VF20, it goes all the way up to $5 on a very fine. And that's probably not, that's, most of them are about 50 cents. 50 cents to $1. The 20s, the low 20s are a little bit more. But once you get the ones that are a little bit better, it makes up for the grouping. And plus, once I get a roll, that adds a little bit of a premium if I've got a roll. 34. I put it in the tube and then I put it aside. Most of these, though, here in this batch are, let's see, there's the 29, are in the GVG, so that'd be about 50 cents. But there'll be some that would be a few bucks. 1933. Look at that, 28. Can't really see anything on it, though, on the back. 1932. It's a little flattened. I can see the strip, but that's about it. No jewels. I think you gotta, let's see, there's a pretty decent 45. Little bit of rusting coming on the, little bit there on the back coming in. 1928. See, like this one, there's an example. There's a 1929. Pretty good detail there on the front. And on the back, we do have jewels. We got full jewels. We do got a scratch going across it, a little scratch. But that's pretty good details. If you had one like that without the scratch, maybe, that's a several dollar coin. 1931.
Sounds like you're diving into the
world
of numismatics. The US dollar coin has been
see, hear that? Alexa heard me talking. Alexa, quiet. Alexa heard me talking. And she just said, it looks like you're dealing into numismatic. 1935. 1932. Want some more of them early 20s is what I want. 1931. If I had a little bit more of the early 20s, it'd be a little bit better. Well, that's pretty good detail. 34. How's the back? Full bar or full crown, and I see jewels. I see some jewels there. Here, right there. That ain't bad. A little bit of gook right there, but looks like that comes right out. Yep, it does. All right, 34. Shake of the camera. Try to get a bit bigger of a handful. All right, actually, I'm gonna do these last couple, and then I'm gonna make it into a two-part, 2-day, two-part. So the other half will be tomorrow. To 1933. Oh, what was this one? 1930. Do these last few that are in my hand here, and then we're going to make it about a 25-minute video. There, that's what I want more of. 1922. Not good crown details, so GVG. It's a 32. Pretty good. Full bar thing on there. 1930. Another 1929. I'll leave all this setup up because I'm going to film the second half of it. Pretty much. I'll take a quick break, have a coffee, film the second half, but I'll upload this half tonight, and the other half will be, I'll upload it tomorrow, sometime during the day. So if you want to watch the other half, tune in tomorrow, but don't forget to hit that subscribe. 1929. Once I hit 100 subs, I'm gonna start doing some giveaways. So it could be silver coins, it could be colored coins, Canadian coins, it could be American coins. It could be anything, but I'm gonna start doing giveaways. I don't know if it's gonna be weekly, monthly, but it'll be for the subscribers only, maybe sometimes. Sometimes it might be a random pick up a comment. So, stuff like that. So, I'm going to call it there for today's video, and I will finish the rest of this in the next video. Okay.